The rules for how to sell a home in 2023 have completely changed. And I should know, I was selling homes for several years leading up to the pandemic. I sold homes through the pandemic and a rocket ship acceleration of home appreciation. And now I'm helping my sellers find success in this post-pandemic, post-rocket ship rise marketplace. I want to share 5 unconventional ways that I've generated thousands of views on properties that I bring live to market, and ways that I've helped sell properties in hours, not days, but hours. And we're not talking about the obvious stuff that everybody talks about, the stuff that's in every other YouTube video you're gonna see. This is information straight from the field that you can use right now to sell your home successfully. Pricing is critical when we talk about listing a property in any marketplace, but now more than ever in 2023, you have got to think about pricing in a different way. And what I would suggest is you need to be pricing on the softer end of the market. Sellers who are losing right now, and maybe losing at the highest degree, are sellers who are testing the ceiling price of the market. And even worse, sellers who have shattered through it and are trying to set their own records in this marketplace. Buyers don't have time to waste negotiation with you. They are looking for value. And if you're here pricing way above market value, maybe at the high end of what could be considered market value, statistics will show that you're going to lose. More often than not, the properties right now that are priced in the top 10% of everything in the neighborhood are sitting for longer on market, and they're reducing their price after they go live on market. Unfortunately, in this market, it's really easy to believe that your home is worth more than it probably is, particularly if you're looking at trailing months data. Yes, your neighbor in 2021 or maybe even 2022 may have sold for a ridiculous sale price. Absolutely true. They did so in a marketplace where interest rates were somewhere around 2 or 3% maybe, and buyers were spending money like it didn't mean anything on housing. That's not the market in 2023. And what we're seeing is people who push the market and price near the ceiling, they're more likely to go through a 3 or even a 5 or even a 7% reduction on list price when they don't get activity, when they don't get offers, versus people who list on the soft end and generate a lot of activity because they're already slightly undervalued when they hit the marketplace. They're getting multiple offers. And those multiple offers, sure enough, are bidding the price of the property up 3 to 5, in some cases 7 to 10% over list price. So you got to go low to get more money. That's really the only way to operate in 2023. I can't believe I still have to say this, but you've got to go all in on video. I've been using video and listing since 2017. It's not new. It's not a novel idea. It's something that, frankly, every real estate agent should be doing. And this is not some spiel to the masses about how we need to change the way we sell. No, statistically speaking, if you're not using video, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. In fact, it's been proven time and time again across all search platforms, Zillow, Google, etc. If a listing, a real estate listing, has video, inquiries go up 403%. You didn't mishear me. Inquiries go up 403%, which means if you're not using video, you are ignoring a 400+% advantage that exists just by integrating that as part of your marketing strategy. This is no longer a cry to change how we sell. This is a reflection on the data we have available and how impactful video is. Some studies estimate that video increases your SEO separate of your inquiries by over 150%. So if you're a real estate agent and you're not using video, you're missing one of the strongest portions of a marketing strategy you can possibly implement in your listing. And if you're a seller and you're maybe not allowing the agent to do a video, or you just don't believe in the value of this video stuff that's happening online, it's not about believing. Seeing is believing, and the data is there. 400% visibility, 150% increase on SEO. Those are ridiculous numbers, and all you have to do to take advantage of them is make a video of your home. So get on it, and get on it now. On top of the video content, 3D tours should be mandatory for every listing that isn't a simple space. And I say that because, okay, admittedly, 1-bedroom studio space, convertible, doesn't have a lot of hallways, turns, it's like one room. yeah, I probably don't need a 3D tour. But if I'm touring anything else, I've moved several times from out of state and I've sold properties to several clients out of state with them never setting foot in the property. How did we do that? We used 3D tours, floor plans, photos, videos, everything at our disposal to make sure they didn't have questions. They felt like they had toured the property in person because they were able to access things like a 3D tour, a video plan, a floor plan. So marketing now, it's no longer just add a video and, oh, maybe we'll do Matterport and that might make it look better. No, you need to have everything. It's a full marketing package. And if your agent isn't giving you that, hire someone else. And if you're not offering that as an agent, you're going to be left behind because people like myself are. This is still an industry where connections matter, which is why this next piece of advice is focused on trying to make deals happen off market. Sellers, through their agents, should be using the private listing network, and as an extension of that, should be using the top agent network. Now let's break that down one at a time. The private listing network is meant for listings that are coming soon. There is intention to sell. There's a relative timeline of when they intend to go live and maybe some details around the price, but they're not quite fully on market yet. The benefit of having your home in this private network is that it's now open for discussion with other agents out there. So if I'm a buyer's agent, for example, that has buyers who have been looking for months, they're frustrated with inventory, they don't know where to go, and then voila, look at this beautiful private listing comes on in a neighborhood they care about. That might be incentive enough for me to make a phone call and see if that would be a good fit for my buyers. That's the benefit of the private network. It is a network where discussions happen and deals can be made before homes even go live on market. The top agent network is only for top producing agents in any given market, but the benefit of being connected here is that they are out there actively representing their buyers and sellers' needs every single day through that network. So similar to the private network, where you can advertise that you're coming soon, you can try to get a deal together, you can start to match make with potential buyers before even going live. The top agent network is a further extension of that. Now you're getting your property, or at least the parameters of your property, in front of the top selling producers in your marketplace to make sure that their clients see your property. If you want to find a way to make closings easier and make selling easier, working with experienced agents is one of the fastest ways to do it. And experienced agents tend to represent buyers that come to the table the right way. They know how to get the deal done. They have a great team in place. They don't waste time. So what an advantage to be able to advertise directly to that marketplace before it goes to the MLS and it's just noise along with every other listing. Take advantage of the private listing network. Take advantage of the top agent network. Both of these are available to help you sell your home off market. And recently, I've been able to get multiple deals together just by advertising on these networks that something is coming soon. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but depersonalize your home entirely. This is a safety issue. This is a visualization issue. There is no benefit to you having your stuff in your home when it's for sale. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but this is where this leads. Let's talk about safety first. You really can't control images online anymore. Sure, we can scrub things, we can take them down, but cached images, things live on Google, even just in the Google image search, forever. So if you're putting things like your kids' pictures on the wall and we're taking our photos for a listing and then that goes live, that now exists online forever. And I can't answer for you how comfortable you are with that, but for me personally, these photos behind me, I've scrubbed. I'm okay with them being shown to the world forever. I wouldn't necessarily do that with my newborn. I think that's something that you need to balance in your life. So make sure that you're depersonalizing because we can't control what happens with those photos once they go online. But maybe the more important part of this, separate of safety, is you're trying to sell your house to somebody else. They are the ones that should have a vision. They're the ones who ultimately need to live there and fill in their world. So the more of your world that is there for them to think about, to clash with, to even just basically comprehend, the more distracting it is for them during the showing. Might sound dumb, but I can't tell you how many showings that come in and I see a college diploma hanging in an office. And now all of a sudden, instead of focusing on your office space, which is beautiful and fits a large desk, We're talking about the fact that you went to the University of Michigan and how we feel about their football team. It's good discussion fodder. It's not good if you're a seller trying to help buyers visualize your space. Anything that you leave in the home should be there to help present a vision of that home in its ideal state, or in a state that would at least be neutral to buyers so that they can fill in their vision. I'm not saying don't take liberties with how you design. I'm not saying don't be creative. I am saying things like college degrees, things like photos of you, of the kids, of the dogs, things like dog toys in general. You don't know if people like pets. Anything that might take somebody out of their reality and put them in yours is a no-go. Your whole goal is to help them see their world in your home during the showing. So the better that you neutralize the space and you depersonalize your stuff, the more likely that is to happen. This last one gets overlooked all the time. Keep a list of the updates, upgrades, work that you do to that property, what years, everything, and provide that to the buyers. I know it sounds simple, but some people don't do this. And when you come and you buy a home, and then we ask questions like, hey, how old is your water heater? Hey, when was that furnace replaced? The answer we get back is, oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I think we replaced it a few years ago. That's not valuable to buyers, and it makes buyers nervous when they're looking at your house. Sure, if they actually buy your house and they do a home inspection, they're going to have an inspector come. He'll probably look at the serial numbers and will pull the exact date of everything. That's not the point. The point is, if I'm coming in off the street and I'm evaluating your home versus every other home available, you have to sell me on why I should buy yours. And part of doing that is eliminating any concerns I have about problems existing in your home or work that I might need to do as a new owner in your home. So if I come in and the water heater looks old and I ask you, hey, when was that last replaced? And you can't tell me, my brain goes to, well, I guess I have to replace the water heater. Fix it! Doesn't matter if it's true. Doesn't matter if it's actually going to happen. That's what comes into the negotiation. That's how the buyer's mindset takes over. And that's where you start to lose in that situation. So the better you can get ahead, the more likely you are to have a great showing, a great negotiation, and to avoid buyer concerns. I'm an advocate as a homeowner in general for tracking everything. Pop open an Excel sheet, write out everything in there, write the dates that you do work, write the dates that you replace things. Hell, you can even track the cost so that when you do go to sell, you know exactly how much work you put into your home versus how much money you're taking out of it. This is just like homeowner best practice. But when you actually go to sell, give buyers something of value. Give them a printout, a handout that says owner updates or changes since we bought or things you should know, anything, just basic information. If you live in a condo, share your reserves and your budget and things about the building. Share when you replace things, share how long you've been there, share the rental restrictions. If it's a single family home, talk about the last time the roof was replaced or addressed. Talk about your tuck pointing, talk about the structural stuff. It's all gonna come up eventually. So don't pretend it's not there and don't make buyers guess. The better you present your story, the easier it is for buyers to, again, enjoy your home and focus on envisioning themselves living there. That's what I have for you today. If you like this advice, please like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to release helpful real estate content as often as possible. Share this with somebody who might find it valuable. That's the greatest compliment that I can receive. And if you feel I missed something, leave it in the comments. I'm always looking for new ideas for content, and I love having discussions with all of you. That makes this worthwhile. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time.